Creating content is not as hard as it sounds. It just takes commitment. Having that commitment to a specific project can help you go a long way. Even if you don't feel like working on a piece of content, I think that it is so important, and I can't emphasize this enough. It is so important that you just eat the frog and work on that project anyway. Welcome back to the Junior Mints podcast. My name is Finn Lawler. I'm your host for the show. This podcast is all about giving you guys my thoughts, opinions, and advice on things in life. So pretty much this podcast is an advice podcast is what it is. I want to help you guys out because life is tough, and we all would just want to get through it. So that's what this is. So let's get started. My name is Finn Lawler. I think I've said that before, but I'll say it again. My name is Finn Lawler. I'm your host, and let's get to it. So the topic of this episode is a little bit more fun. I'm going to be giving you guys my tips for creating content and any sort of content that is out there. There's a bunch of it. I can't even name all of it on my 5 fingers or 10 fingers. So content, right? Creating content is something that everyone can do. Literally, everyone can do it. All you got, creating content is all revolved around just making something, So regardless of skill level that a person has in creating something, anybody can do it, as I've just said. Also, there are a million, maybe 1.5 million ways to make content, There are probably ways to make content that are going to become big and new today, So there are probably ways of making content that I haven't even dreamed of. That's how broad the spectrum is. So who knows? So if you're interested in making content, where can you start? Well, what would I do? Personally, I would pick a platform or a medium to post your content on. For example, I obviously post content on YouTube, and I've been doing that how long? For 10 years, and it's you have to find your medium. Some people love doing YouTube, some people don't. That's okay. Some people love doing TikTok. I personally do not. I don't really see a point in it, but that's just me. So, for example, if you want to be an aspiring musician, for example, SoundCloud is a good medium/platform for you to put your music out to. Or if you're a video creator, YouTube. Or if you're really fancy, Vimeo. Try Vimeo. Vimeo is more of a, at least from what I've seen, a filmmaker-y type of thing, Again, there are a ton of platforms that you can choose from. These are only just a few. Others include, Instagram. There you go. Snapchat, not really. I don't really consider Snapchat that way. Sure, you're making content by taking pictures, taking selfies and putting funny filters on it and stuff. Snapchat stickers, sure, but I don't see that as the same idea, And I don't know, just Snapchat. That's more of a text and talk type of thing, So it is what it is. Anyway, so in terms of content, my platform of choice, as I've already stated, is YouTube. Personally, I post on Instagram sometimes, but I mainly post on my photography account, just cool pictures that I've taken over the years and just be hey, check this picture out. And so clearly when it comes to content, planning is a huge part of the process. The biggest struggle that can happen is deciding what time of day that you want to record videos. I wake up in the morning at 8 sometimes and I just go, man, I don't really want to do anything today and blah, blah, blah. And I get super unmotivated. But then there are other days where I'm thinking okay, let's batch record, which means filming a bunch of videos at once, and I'll get to that probably later. Actually, I'll get to it right now. So batch filming is the concept of having a list of videos that you want to film, and recording them that day. It could be, there are some YouTubers that I've seen that record maybe 10 videos a day, and I'm like, wow. I try to do maybe 5, and I get exhausted by the 5th one. But like, I really want to like push myself and like just go for it. So if you are a fairly busy person, such as myself, batch recording, just choosing a day like a Friday, Saturday, or whatever, batch recording videos is a good option. That way you have videos for back order when you schedule and release them. Therefore, you're ahead of schedule and your life gets easier. Hopefully that makes sense. Batch recording is very helpful. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory. So creating content is not as hard as it sounds. It just takes commitment. Having that commitment to a specific project can help you go a long way. Even if you don't feel like working on a piece of content, I think that it is so important, and I can't emphasize this enough. It is so important that you just eat the frog and work on that project anyway. Because what was that saying where if you take action, then the motivation will follow? It's true. Take action doing something even if you're not feeling motivated, and then that motivation will just walk right in the room. Trust me. So just start creating something, you know. It could be for 5 minutes a day. That 5 minutes on that project really makes a difference. Trust me. So let me just preface this out. I for sure am not an expert, definitely not an expert when it comes to creating content. I just really enjoy making videos, you know? I mean, the only experts, if you think about it, in the content making industry are those YouTubers who have millions of subscribers. Even then, those people are still on the content creation grind. Heck, I think we all are. I think most of the world today is making some sort of content, you know? You just look it up somewhere, you know? My point here is that there's no right or wrong way to make content. It's all up to you. You know, you choose your path and go down the path, you know? But be careful. Do your best not to fall into the comparison trap. Believe me, I've been there. It sucks. But just stay focused on your path and you will be fine. You will succeed in your lane no matter what. Anyway, hope that makes sense. This has been the Junior Mints podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully my advice makes sense. If you liked the episode, please click the like button and subscribe down below. Anyway, I have been your host, Finn Lawler. Thank you guys so much for watching the Junior Mints podcast, in case I haven't already said it. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.